All right. Well, thank you so much, Raleigh and Neil, for having me back here, and organizing this is very timely to have this conversation, being that we've just we're in the recovery phase of these devastating fires here. I'm in Sonoma County, and over 200,000 acres have burned in the last month, and so we're in the recovery phase of that, which is arduous. It's challenging. We had heavy rain last night, which is causing a whole series of secondary disasters, which I'll talk about in a few. And one of the frames that we've noticed is, when we live in fire ecologies, most people in this modern day, fast-paced human culture, a culture that's disconnected from the natural environment largely, we don't think the fire's ever going to come to us. It's not in the back of our mind that there could be a wildfire this year as we go about our daily business, and then fire disrupts it all. So today, hold on here. Let's see. Let me just figure out my here we go. Okay. Sorry about that. All right, so getting into today's agenda, we're going to get clear on what is a fire ecology, and we're going to talk about the regenerative side of fire and the destructive side of fire, regenerative disturbances in general. So we'll get into a bit about management and what is a regenerative disturbance and why is that such an important part of ecosystem management. We'll talk about relationship to ecology, and then growing from the ashes, as this community is doing right now. So first off, what is a fire ecology? It's an ecosystem that has co-evolved with fire over thousands and thousands of years, tens of thousands of years. And a large part of planet Earth is a fire ecology, not just California, not just the Mediterranean. The boreal forest is a fire ecology. There's huge swaths of our environments on the planet have co-evolved with fire, and fire plays very powerful roles in the environment. And when we say fire ecology, when we say it's co-evolved, we actually are talking about the plants and animals, the ecology, the soil, the climate, all the aspects that make an environment what it is, in its nuance, in its detail, in its diversity, actually needs fire periodically in order to provide a whole set of functions. Because fire isn't just about disaster and catastrophe. It is actually doing a set of functions. It's managing vegetation, it's alkalinizing soil, it's providing mineral distribution. There's a whole set of functions that fire actually plays in the environment that is necessary, because these ecosystems have evolved for so many years with that. And many of the plant communities in fire ecologies actually depend on fire. And I have some, well, actually I'll tell you a story here in just a second. This is a picture of a yerba santa right in the Mayacamas that just burned. This picture was just taken this week on Monday. And you can see that just a few weeks after the fire, we already have the yerba santa sprouting from its root base. The whole top is burned off, and here it is sprouting with vigor. There's no competition now with all the annuals and invasive plants. They're gone. Now yerba santa has its chance to push out and dominate this area.